Okay, another comparison. This is round 5. Super Grok on the left, Higgsfield Kling 3.0 on the right. As usual, as with all the other ones. This is photo app. This is Windows Media Player, 720p. I believe there should be both 16 by 9, 6-second clips. We are going to look at it's the same prompt, it's the same starting photo, starting frame, video frame, whatever you want to call it. Video frame was generated with SuperGrok, as is the case, I think, for all of the videos that I've done in all of these rounds. It's just a lot easier for me to work with, and it's just, for me, better for my purposes. Anyway, we are going to do the SuperGrok first, then we're going to we'll play the Higgsfield, and then we will also do some more comparisons. We'll do the thing where we mute both and just have them both on loop and all that jazz. Okay, Super Glock first. So basically, she's supposed to be 8 years old, and that's supposed to be a real basketball hoop. No music. I did say she's supposed to hang on the rim. This, I have to, full disclosure, say I think this was about 3 iterations before it got it right. Like, and the Higgs field, I had to take 2 iterations before she actually made an actual dunk like that actually would work. So sound effects good, the dribbling, the actual contact and stuff like that, and then like the smile on her face is just kind of that's their addition. So let's do the Higgs field now. Okay, so different as far as the kind of the approach to the rim. Here it's a little bit unusual, trying to figure out what is she trying to do. So let's stop it around before they jump. Okay, so this is straight. I'm it's not that I was trying to find a win for Super Grok, okay? If you've been keeping score of the prior rounds, it is close. A lot of these comparisons are action stuff. Some of them are a little bit more complicated than others, and that is some just kind of an area where the Kling is expected to maybe outperform or at least be as good as the Super Grok. Super Grok, again, for me, it's generally better for getting the images that I want, and then I'm making videos out of them. I can make the image in Super Grok and make the video with Kling, especially if it's a lot of really complex, multiple speakers, etc. It just does better with making sure that, you know, if it's supposed to be different people talking and stuff like that, that it actually comes out that way. So the takeoff, I think I'm giving the edge. To me, I don't want to just kind of pretend like it's a tough decision when on parts when it's not a tough decision. I really like this takeoff a lot better. This is what I was envisioning when trying to make this video. Okay, approaching the hoop. Yeah, because she does this weird kind of double, like she travels and stuff. So, but it looks like this hoop is taller, which is nice. And so her kind of ascent becomes like really accelerated, like really explosive there. Obviously, unnaturally explosive. Whether it's one hand or two hands, that's fine. I mean, either one is just as good. You can see there's more of the scale here, I guess, because you can kind of see how high she is. Whereas here, you could be convinced that is this really 10 feet or whatever, right? That I kind of like that donk sound on the Super Grok. She doesn't flip around and smile and stuff. I didn't ask her to. I didn't ask them to do that, but this is kind of fun that she did and showing like she's like super flexible and stuff. Basketball bouncing is a touch that I don't know if the Super Grok has. Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah. They're thinking. Okay. It just starts earlier. Or whatever, maybe not. Maybe here it just kind of timing is like it's like the afterthought. Wait. Oh, it actually hits her in the knee. What? That's a little silly. Why would it have that much bounce to it? That's more realistic, I think. Okay. So yes, it's not like I was trying to find a win for Super Grok necessarily, though I do, as I've said in all the other videos, have a kind of a bias towards Super Grok because I've used it a lot more and for longer. Um, Made a lot more stuff content out of Super Grok than I have out of it Higgsfield because I just got the Higgsfield yesterday. Um, the subscription. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one. I don't think there's anything bad about the Higgsfield except for that takeoff being like, what is she trying to do here? Why is she doing this? Like, I think I'm jumping. Like, is this her kind of run up? If it's a run up, to kind of get more uh, speed and kind of momentum, then why is she lifting her arm up like that? That's not needed. It's not really efficient at all. So, um, you know, is somebody gonna really complain about that? I mean, I guess you wouldn't put it in you couldn't put that in a movie because that would just kind of be, you know, if you're actually making a movie or putting something like that you're gonna publish, you wouldn't be able to accept that, right? Um, no real problems with this one. I didn't ask for music. It didn't add music. Typically, except for like the last round I had, I've preferred the Super Grok music to the Higgsfield music. Well, well, definitely not for the last round. Definitely, I like the Higgsfield music better, and I mentioned that. But yeah, this I'm thinking the only question is, do I want to score this 10-9 or 10-8 for Super Grok? And I guess with this, it's just again, this was the second take. This is the third take. So maybe the third take would have been a little bit better, but I don't know if it would have really how random that was, why it just did that. Um, but the rest is all fine. You can't really complain about it. So it's almost like I want to say, like, again, I'm not going to give the half scores because the last one I thought about giving an extra half a point to the Super Grok, even though it got beat out. Um, I think it's not that bad that I can really give it an 8, make a 10-8, I guess, to be fair. I mean, that's just I'm sure do a couple other iterations and she'll just do a normal jump. But maybe I will. I guess I will. I guess I'll do a 10-8 for the Super Grok here. And if you're keeping score, then you know that it's not a dead tie. It's not a tie anymore. Well, it wasn't. It never was a tie, but it's not a tie. Um, you can watch the other ones to figure out what the other scores were. And again, that's just my opinion. Like as I've said in other ones, it's kind of personal preference. You can disagree for sure. That's totally fine. I said I was going to do the loop, and I haven't done that yet. So let's do that as we kind of close out the video. These are just looping. You can get the visual comparison. Also, the camera, there's more camera work on the left one. So I think it's because of the scale. The left one has a zoom, right? It's a kind of a soft zoom and kind of a uh it, it's a lift. Um Vertically tracks up, zooms in slightly, whereas we're a static camera on the Higgsfield. So yeah, I think that actually makes me more convinced that this is a 10-8. This is more exciting on the left, and just really impressed by the way they actually gave her kind of like a real kind of like basketball players kind of take off. No real kind of running start or anything. Yeah, this is a 10-8. And this I think is probably the shortest one I've done. and comparison video. But I don't think I have much else to say. What else could I have added? Oh, lots of stuff, of course. Um, but I kind of wanted it to not have have any like defenders or anything like that. You know, dunking over some dude or whatever. Didn't really feel like that was really kind of needed or would really add much value. So that's it. Thanks for watching.